Good morning, Garage Gang. It's Friday, February 27th, and welcome to your morning market update. Let's pop the hood and see what's under the chassis today. Quick dashboard check. Bitcoin sitting right around 66,000, Ethereum hovering near 1950, and Solana just under 83. The whole garage is idling after a wild week of deleveraging, but here's the thing. The engine isn't broken. It's just cooling down after redlining. So let's get into it. The biggest headline overnight, the US government just seized $580 million in crypto tied to pig butchering scam networks out of Southeast Asia. That is a massive enforcement action. What does that tell you? It tells you the government isn't trying to kill crypto, they're trying to clean it up. Enforcement is adoption in disguise. Watch for compliance upgrades across exchanges in the coming weeks. Next up, and this one is huge, OpenAI is raising $110 billion at a $730 billion valuation. Amazon alone committed $50 billion to that round. Why do we care in the garage? Because every time AI hype ramps up, the compute narrative spills directly into crypto. GPU tokens, AI agent projects on Solana and Ethereum, that whole sector is about to get a fresh coat of paint. On the TradFi side, Barclays, a $2 trillion bank, is now exploring blockchain for payments, stablecoins, and tokenized deposits. That's not some startup playing around. That's institutional plumbing being rerouted through crypto rails. The RWA meta keeps accelerating. Now here's the macro fuel that matters most this morning. The 10-year treasury yield dropped to 3.97%. That is a 12-week low. Lower yields mean cheaper borrowing, cheaper leverage, and more appetite for risk assets like what we hold. On top of that, Chicago PMI came in scorching at 57.7 versus expectations of 52. That crushes the recession narrative and supports the soft landing story. But here's the contradiction that I love. And you know, in the garage, we live on contradictions over confirmations. The fear and greed index is sitting at 16. That's extreme fear, FTX collapse level fear. And yet yesterday, over $506 million flowed into spot Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock's iBit alone pulled in nearly $300 million. Not a single ETF posted outflows. The smart money is filling up the tank while everybody else is standing outside the garage scared to turn the key. Now, what's on the radar today? We've got an $8.8 billion options expiry hitting on Deribit. That is massive. Max Pain for Bitcoin sits at 70,000. Once that expiry clears, the gamma pin gets released and price can actually move. Think of it like taking the parking brake off. One more thing on the geopolitical side, the UK pulled its staff out of Iran overnight. That adds a layer of tension. If that escalates, it could push oil higher and trigger some risk-off moves. We're watching it but not reacting yet. So where does that leave us this Friday morning? The macro fuel is premium grade. The institutional flow tape has flipped. The fear is maxed out, but the money is walking in the front door. We're not chasing, we're not panicking. We're sitting in the garage, engine idling, watching the gauges, and waiting for that expiry to clear. Follow the flow, not the feeling. That's your Friday garage update. Engine's hot, safety off, let it rip.